Me, 35/F, with my BF, 35/M, 2+ years. I want my BF to stop seeing his friend because he kept her a secret and I'm not allowed to meet her. Last year, January 2015, my boyfriend mentioned in passing that an old friend had come back to the local area. I've met a lot of his old friends, including women, so I asked if/when I'd get to meet her. He gets kind of nervous and laughs, remarking he's not sure he should because he's not sure we would ever stop talking. This indicated to me we would get along and probably had a lot in common. By June I hadn't heard of her again. He brings up a friend over breakfast, talking poorly of her dining habits and how she comments on other patrons being low class. This seemed odd and out of left field. We went camping for the weekend, and when we came back, he had left his phone open to a text from friend, and all I saw was girlfriend is back in super jealousy mode, and we just got back from camping, I'll text you about getting together later in the week. I was kind of floored. I hadn't been in super jealousy mode over anything I could think of. I had never heard this name, or of meeting her, but I recognized the avatar from earlier in the weekend, a nice pair of nude tits. I had laughed and asked who it was a few days before. All he said was I can't ask my friend to change her pics. Which I hadn't suggested. I didn't think much of it until this. I damn sure didn't keep digging in his phone, I just shut it. I hate that I even saw it to this day. So, without worrying about it, I have a dream about him and these fucking tits in the avatar, which is just the brain being the brain, but it is what it is. So I asked him about her more specifically. Is this the woman who came back in January? How come you don't mention her when she's clearly interested in your company, that sort of thing. After much prodding, it turns out he had seen her a lot over the previous months, and her boyfriend who is really a non-monogamous FWB hookup. He had lied every time, telling me something completely different every time. I'm going to do some gardening for my friend's elderly parents, that sort of thing. He was actually gardening, just for this person, and he didn't want to tell me. I asked him why hadn't I met her. He never really gave a direct answer and settled on because she doesn't want to meet you. No reason, no explanation, he simply wanted me to drop it. It bothered me a lot that this woman could enlist his attention and company in secret, even if only for domestic chores, and also decide that meeting me was unnecessary. It made me feel horrible. I tried to just let it go. I tried hard. But, I still don't get it. I don't think I ever will. It's caused a rift between my boyfriend and I. It's come down to the reality that the reason I can't meet her is he has gone to her about issues in our relationship, which seem to stem specifically from her coming back into town, because that's the only issue we seem to have had since she came back. I told him I'm not comfortable with him confiding personal things to his secret friend, whom I am not allowed to meet, whom doesn't want to meet me. I feel like he has only said negative things about me to her, the same way he has only said negative things about her to me. There's a lot. I'm not here to gossip. I feel betrayed and mistrusted, and like the trust is seriously damaged. We were considering moving in together, but I really need this woman's presence out of my life for good. And, I need him to choose to make that move. I don't want to issue an ultimatum. He can choose to keep her in his life, and I can choose to seek a relationship with someone who doesn't need secret girlfriends to confide in. Am I being completely unreasonable? Am I crazy? He's supposed to take her out on her b-day in a couple weeks, which I am not okay with. I'm, of course, not invited. It stings because he didn't take me to do any of the things I asked for on my b-day just a few weeks ago. I had given a small list of low-cost, even free activities. And, I wasn't really able to be included in any of his birthday activities. This sucks, and I'm really to the point of thinking I can do better and I deserve better. TL, Doctor, I want my BF to stop seeing or contacting his friend because he kept her a secret and I'm not allowed to meet her. I understand it's platonic and I understand they've known each other a long time, but I don't think it's a healthy relationship and I feel it completely undermines mine. I don't think I can move forward with a relationship in my life. Edit, I want to add that prior to this woman's very abrasive introduction into my life, I hadn't shown any jealousy to his friends. I didn't worry when he went out with them and told me later. I feel like I was set up to become jealous of this woman from the start, Like I didn't even have an opportunity to be not jealous, because of the lies and secret meetings. Edit, this has been extremely hard to read. I sent him a link so he can at least see how a snapshot of this looks from the outside, and maybe consider that I'm not crazy jealous, that perhaps my feelings about this friend are completely warranted. I can still hope. Hi guys, I promise to love you if you like, comment, and subscribe. So your boyfriend has another girlfriend. How do you feel about that? I feel really stupid. I understand it's platonic. If it was platonic, he wouldn't be lying to you about it and hiding her. Nothing about this is okay. Your boyfriend is shady and probably cheating. If it isn't platonic, then why does he want to be with me still so bad? Why wouldn't he just dump me and go be with her? That part doesn't make sense either. 10 years of marriage, 4 kids and apparently 1 boyfriend. I got booted from TIFU. Sorry. My first post. Don't know all the rules. This actually happened over the past few weeks. My wife of 10 years and myself upgraded our iPhones 6 months ago. My old one was destroyed and we threw it out. My wife's was in great condition, so I kept it in a drawer. Lately, my 6-year-old and 3-year-old have been fighting over what show to watch on the one iPad we have as a family. I thought it would be a good idea to use the old iPhone as an iTouch so they didn't have to fight anymore. I grabbed the phone, charged it up, and went about deleting all the useless things for a 3-year-old. I got to the mail and noticed an email account on her old phone that I didn't know she had. I am by far the more technical one and she usually only uses her work email. This piqued my curiosity and I began to look through the account. I figured after 10 years of marriage and 13 years of being together, what could be so bad? Maybe she was just using it for store shopping lists so as not to clutter her work email. Well, after about 20 seconds of looking, I realized this was not the case. I found innumerable messages to and from her boyfriend, lover, including naked pictures, love letters telling my wife how he wants to tie her down and slowly lick every inch of her until she tears through her bonds. And her saying I can't wait till Thursday. Well, today is Thursday. My wife conveniently has a work dinner tonight, which she never has. She asked me to stay home with our 4 kids, and then just texted me she will be late as she is going to meet some friends after the work dinner. I am just totally floored and devastated. I don't know what to do. A year ago I thought something was going on and I asked her about it. She told me I was crazy. I figured that must be right. Obviously I wasn't crazy. This is the worst feeling in the world. Whoever said 'tis better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all never felt this. I can't type anymore. I am so lost. Don't know where to go from here. TLDR, went to set up my wife's old phone, found out I have been getting sloppy seconds for quite some time. Time to make an appointment with a lawyer. Don't tell her you know until you serve her papers. Sorry for your loss. From your responses, you're still in a state of shock and not yet thinking clearly. Any friends or close relatives that you can reach out to for support? Are you a stay-at-home dad or do you work as well? Meaning, is it a financial reason that's scaring you from not acting on this information?